kfog.com. That's what you're watching right now, and we're very, very proud to be here for Concert for Kids. We do this every single year, and we're at the Masonic right now, and a great band that we love very much is playing with us and has also played Levi's Lounge, our Blind Pilot. So I'm hanging out right now with Israel and Ryan, and I'm excited to have you guys back again, man. I mean, we had a lot of fun at Levi's Lounge. You're playing here tonight, and I mean, you guys, in my opinion, always really cared about causes that mean a lot. So talk to me about some of the charity stuff that you guys have done over time, or has there been some stuff that you've done that you're very proud of?
Yeah, go for it. Oh, well, yeah.
We did a benefit show. Actually, I don't know if it was it the same Children's Hospital organization or was it a different one? It was here in San Francisco.
UCSF, Benioff, was that it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we were also doing it for Marines, Toys for Tots. And
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing, man, because, you got to get back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Totally.
it's really cool. But so you did it here in this town,
Yeah.
which is amazing. It really is cool. Let's talk about, for you, coming together, what was the thing? What was that one thing that made you want to pick up an instrument and play? And was there an artist that meant the world to you that was the first person or people that said, I want to be a musician. I want to do something different. This is my direction in my life. Tell me.
I mean, for me, I think I kind of fell in love with learning songs and playing music over at my grandparents' house. So when I'd go visit, my grandma would teach me a song on the piano until I learned it by heart, and then she'd teach me another one. It was like my favorite thing to do. And that just stuck,
That is so cool. What were some of those songs, Israel?
I couldn't even tell you the names
Yeah.
of them. They were just like,
But you were young. How young were you then?
like 6 or 7.
That's
And then I
so cool.
begged my parents to give me piano lessons for a few years, and then finally they did, like
Yeah.
5 years later. So
Do you credit your piano teacher as somebody that really, was a big pivotal part of your life?
yeah, she was great. And then, I got sick of learning scales and reading music, and then I threw down piano and picked up a guitar. And that teacher was really the greatest thing to happen to me, because he just said, bring a mix CD and we'll learn one of your favorite songs on the first day.
What was on that mix CD?
Well, the first one was Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, I think was the
Awesome.
song. So
Classic. What else was on it? People want to know. Fans of yours want to know. Because we always start somewhere. It's our gateway, right?
It was, I think the rest was filled with Smashing Pumpkins and Radiohead and Led Zeppelin.
Great bands. Hey, you can't go wrong with great bands like that. Now, Ryan, as a drummer, tell me about that same experience for you.
For me, it was Talking Heads, Burning Down the House specifically was like the song that made me really like go towards music, and I would just have my parents play it over and over and over on road trips. And yeah, I don't know what it was about that song. It's awesome.
It's a
song.
brilliant song.
Yeah, so maybe that's
Everybody in
that's
that
what-
band is so great.
Yeah.
And Speaking in Tongues was such a breakthrough record for them. But yeah, I love the fact that you gravitated towards things that's very different, which I think it was the cool thing about Talking Heads, was that even though it was a big hit, it was definitely left of center, which I think was very
I mean,
cool.
they were great, and I was really lucky to have parents with some good taste in music.
Yeah, what else did they like and play for you?
There was a lot of Paul Simon.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. So I mean, in my early years, I remember a lot of Paul Simon, a lot of Talking Heads, and a lot of Michael Jackson were probably like the 3 top played.
Well, that's it. And, of course, when you guys grew up in that period of time, Michael was, the king of the world, right?
Yeah.
The pop world. So it's great. It's really
Yeah.
cool that you did. So when did you get your first drum set?
I got my first drum set on my 10th birthday. I got my first drum on my 7th birthday.
Yeah. So did you get like a snare drum or something?
Yeah.
Snare drum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years of snare drumming.
Yeah, right, exactly.
before
And were you learning like paradiddles and things like that?
all-
which is
all-
very
all-
cool.
All that stuff in private lessons, which I started taking with my mom, which was really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's once again, it's that love of it. It's like when people get a guitar for the first time, and it's a cheap guitar sometimes, and getting their calluses ready, and the strings are garbage, but it's like you just go for it because it's, it's the most important thing to you.
Totally.
And you're devoted to it, which I think is so cool. So tell me about the first time the two of you guys met.
First time we met was at University of Oregon, and Israel had a band in high school, and the two guys lived in the dorms with me, and they're like, "Hey, we've got this guy. You should come play drums for us." And so I went and played drums with them, and we played the four of us for a little while, and then Israel and I did a study abroad program with just the two of us, and yeah, that sort of started.
What years were they?
Whew, that was like 1976.
Really?
No.
I'm like, no way. There's no way you guys are that old.
That was
There's no way you're older than me. I'm an old
Yeah.
dude. I'm an old short.
no, that was
Chubby bald
2000.
dude.
2000. We went to
Yeah.
England,
Yeah.
and yep.
Yeah, it was cool. So there was a lot of great music coming out over there at that time as well, and even before. So, what did you discover musically when you were in the UK?
Oasis.
Yeah, I love. By the way, let me tell you,
You
I
know,
love.
I think I'd never heard of Ryan Adams before, and we were playing on the street, and everybody kept asking for Ryan Adams. He was like really big, way bigger in the UK than he was in Eugene, Oregon at the time. But I thought everybody was saying Bryan Adams. I was like, what is this obsession with Bryan Adams? And but yeah, then I learned about Ryan Adams.
Did you learn a bunch of
Fell in
stuff
love
from
with it.
Heartbreaker?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's an amazing album.
Oh my God! In My Time of Need is one of the most beautiful songs of all time. Ending that record with that, and of course, Come Pick Me Up.
Yeah.
Fuck All My Friends Still on My Records. What a beautiful
Incredible.
lyric that is.
Yeah.
And I actually know the girl and her brother who he wrote that song, the whole
Whoa.
album about, who he was dating.
Whoa, cool. How
I'm
does
not
she,
gonna
how,
out them.
how does she
I'm
feel?
friends with her.
How does she feel about that album?
I've never really talked to her about
Oh
it.
yeah.
And the guy and I were tight in college. We did college radio together. So that's all I can say, because I love him still. We're brothers, But yeah, she broke up with Ryan, and he wrote that whole record, which is genius.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be, that's quite the record to have written about you.
Yeah, I mean, scathing and also,
Yeah.
But In My Time of Need, if you listen to that, it's almost like Rod Stewart when he was still good, Mandolin Wind, which is just a beautiful song about farming and, living through really rough times. So, I mean, from start to finish, that album is a beautiful record, And how many songs did you end up doing off of it before, when you were busking after that?
Oh, we didn't do any while we were busking. I didn't learn any until we got back home.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're studying abroad, of course, too, it's like, hey, I'm studying abroad.
Yeah.
Right?
Got
I mean,
things
and
to
that's
do.
what's going on. All right, tell me, first rock show that you saw or music show that was the most important thing that really you felt like it was groundbreaking, changed your life. I'll start with you, Ryan.
For me, it was this band. I haven't heard of them since, but they're called Zazu Pits, and they were like this world music thing, like so many percussionists and musicians on stage, and it was my first live music experience, and I think it was in Albany, Oregon, at like a county fair, and it just totally blew me away.
That's cool, though. I mean, I think
It was
it's great.
it was really cool.
You as a person who plays percussion and drums, I mean, to see something that's that unique.
Yeah.
I get it now. I get the whole Talking Heads thing too.
Yeah.
Makes complete sense to
Yeah,
me. How about yourself, Israel?
Mine was my dad took me to see the Grateful Dead. He dragged me to see the Grateful Dead. I was mostly just into hip hop in middle school, and it just totally blew my mind. I mean, just even before the music started, just that scene, that community, it was like the craziest thing I'd ever seen coming from a small town on the Oregon coast, and yet I felt totally safe. Like all these people had really good intentions toward everybody here. And then, the music just completely opened my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those Dead records and Dead concerts are great, man.
Yeah.
Mickey Hart and, everybody that was percussion to to drums. And
Yeah, they had some drums.
they certainly have.
They had a lot of
They've
drums.
done some great documentary background stuff. So yeah, that's fantastic. And here we are in the Bay in San Francisco, and they are a treasure. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
And the history is beautiful. I was saying last night, it's a musical rich city. To Chris Robinson, and we, it's such a great place to be. So we really appreciate you coming out here and hanging out with K-Fog. And,
Yeah, we appreciate being
Yeah.
here. I mean, San
Yeah.
Francisco is one of our very favorite cities, and K-Fog's a great station. So
It is.
yeah, thanks for having us.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate your support, and we support you, and that's what it's all about. So, guys, thanks for coming and playing tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Concert
Yeah.
for Kids, Israel and Ryan from Blind Pilot, K-Fog.